This past Memorial Day weekend, Alston saw Boston Calling, a 3-day music festival that touted big names such as Hozier and the Killers, as well as an eclectic list of some of Boston's best local acts. We sat down with some of them to talk about this fun-filled weekend and what it means to the Boston music scene.
It's absolutely incredible. I've been coming here 2018, 2019, 2021 as well as a festival goer, and it's been a big goal of mine to perform here, so it's a really full circle moment for me.
It's pretty surreal. It's very it's just like a huge honor to be one of the local Boston bands that's on this bill.
I'm so excited. My nerves are going crazy. I'm trying to keep it all calm, but I'm really just excited for folks who have never seen me before to kind of get a feel of who I am, what I'm doing.
So yeah, we are from Boston as a band. That's where we started. So it's pretty incredible to be playing here today as a Boston band.
Incredibly rewarding, really humbling. We're so excited to be here. I mean, individually and as a band, we've been really doing this for, since we were teenagers, so.
Yeah, I mean, I think saying it feels good is an understatement. It's an honor to be able to represent the local scene, really, at like Red Stage, which is quite I feel like quite an achievement.
Yeah, it's really cool as like a person who's from Massachusetts to play Boston Calling.
Yeah, we were in the car. Brady's like, growing up, all the cool kids went to Boston Calling. Like I could never go to Boston Calling.
Yeah, like the people that would like bully me went to Boston Calling.
Walking by, seeing the merch with my name on it, seeing the posters, seeing like the big board with my name on it.
Not the people that are here this year. Everyone who's here this year is really cool.
Yeah.
Next to like Hozier, Megan Thee Stallion, Chapel Roan, Renee Rapp, like people I admire so much and listen to. They were like in my Spotify Wrapped, so that is just so surreal and crazy for me.
Nothing about the people who go to Boston Calling, just the people. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not trying to cast any bad light on Boston Calling.
It is validating for sure, and we're so happy to be here.
And I'm so grateful and excited.
So I'm very thankful to have the opportunity.
Brady's just happy to be here, basically.
I'm so happy to be here.
No, it's surreal. It's very cool. There's so many people, and it's an honor.
And for the folks who have seen me, to allow them to leave feeling like I've leveled up each time with energy and just like inspiring them to maybe see themselves on the stage someday.
As far as the local people, I am stoked to see Tisk Tisk Task.
Always. And Krungbin.
Oh yeah, always in Krongbin.
I'm really excited to see the Killers, Chapel Roan, Blonde Shell, and Always.
Fleshwater.
The Killers, for me, I wanted to be Brandon Flowers as a kid, so it's pretty cool to be on the same bill with them. Yeah, so some of my favorite artists that were here, I keep shouting her out in like every interview. Cake Swag absolutely murdered it last night. Love Cakes, really, really cool artist, also very intentional, so much detail. I'm just like, Cakes, you're just Virgo. Like the Virgo's there, it's giving Beyonce, it's giving, so I love that. She really inspired me last night and like pumped me up.
I'm really excited to see Always in Hozier, and also Chaperone and Megan Thee Stallion.
Bad Rabbits, Ward Hayden and the Outliers, which actually I think he's based out of Situate, which is right next to where I grew up.
The Thing, Chaperone, Always, Killers, Megan Thee Stallion.
Krungbin.
We did see Young the Giant last night, and that was really awesome.
So
Yeah, that was
huge,
crazy.
yeah.
A little middle school me freaking out.
Yeah, Will and I were just like crying.
It was insane.
They were playing Mind Over Matter, and we were just like losing our minds.
Super excited to see Krongbin and definitely Megan Thee Stallion.
And Tyler Childers, of course, been a huge fan since like his first album's coming out, so that's been really full circle as well.
I think it's huge. I think Boston has such a beautiful music scene.
I am so impressed by it. I think Pete Boyd does so much to make sure that there's a spotlight on the music scene here, which has really taken a toll in the last 20 years or so. So to see that happening is really exciting.
I think it's fantastic. To be honest, I'm most excited for the local artists, especially because there's some of my homies that I've gotten to see kind of rise in their own right. So that's been really fantastic. I love that our stage looks great. The sound folks are great.
I'm almost sad because it's gonna be over soon, but I'm so incredibly grateful and very excited. I am such a huge fan of so many people playing.
Yeah, I think it's incredible, and I think a lot of festivals don't do it, so it's really great to see bands that we love from the scene playing here alongside huge national acts that we're also psyched to see.
I know like 3 or 4 of the people that are playing, like either played yesterday or playing today or playing tomorrow, and I would say it's an accurate representation.
What I appreciate as well is the diversity of talent, you know, between indie, pop, rock, rap, and hip hop. There are so many incredible local acts that really bring a unique and interesting energy to everything that they do.
And a bunch of different genres too, which is awesome. So I think it's a really cool way to show that, you know, the Boston music scene is still thriving and there's so many different cool things to be found here.
I think that Boston definitely has a lot going for it in terms of new music, and I think that Boston Calling is aware of that and is honoring that.
I just feel like there's a level of intentionality that they're putting into the day, so it always feels nice to be received like that. Playing shows or being at shows at the House of Blues has been one of my favorite things. But okay, let me back it up actually. I would say like seeing Little Sims at the Great Scott. Like that was insane. Like shout out to the Great Scott. Like I miss Great Scott so much. But yeah, just from seeing bigger artists playing those intimate rooms, it just does something for you, you know what I mean? It makes you feel like things are possible. And it also is that like gritty rawness. You feel like you're in their home studio.
Actually, the first time that I played with these two was at Great Scott, which sadly has closed, but it's like our favorite venue. We actually have a song on our last album called Great Scott because we love it so much. But I was a big fan of their band, and I knew all the words to their songs, and their singer actually didn't show up. So I went up on stage and sang with them, and then that's how I started playing with them before we became Divine Sweater.
Yeah, I played the Paradise Rock Club opening for Die Fryer. They're like this Icelandic group. They're really fucking awesome. Sorry, I don't know if I can swear. That's my bad. And I also played the Sinclair opening for an artist named Elio, and that was really, really awesome because I've seen a lot of artists there like Del Water Gap, King Princess, Maggie Rogers, some awesome people. So being up on that stage was great. The sound is great. The room is really fun, and it was packed, so it was awesome. Yeah.
The Sinclair for me was always a dream venue. I grew up very much like right by Harvard Square, and so seeing a bunch of acts perform at the Sinclair was always a really fun experience. I got to, you know, I worked in a coffee shop in Harvard Square and got to know some of the staff. For me, that venue has always been kind of a dream, and then to actually play it was pretty mind-boggling, a pretty special experience.
I love playing the Tip. You know, it doesn't exist anymore. But there used to be a place called the Tip. It was a basement venue, and it was a lot of fun. Everyone was drunk.
For me, actually, the Lily Pad has always been one of my favorite places. Just like a beautiful place for art, the caliber of musicians that have played there and are constantly coming through is like, it's beautiful.
It's so great, especially like in terms of the local scene, like they're post-pandemic, there's like dwindling venues, and with the loss of places like the Sound Museum and Great Scott, like everybody just like makes it happen for themselves, and it's so like feels so good to like see like a festival like this, like recognizing like what goes on here and how much work like a lot of like the local bands do.
Though the Boston music scene has suffered in the trying times of an ever-changing city, the local acts at Boston Calling proved that the music and the community is still here. Thank you to everyone who played and everyone who listened.